Iniekpo, and today I'm going to be performing a monologue from the film Multifacial. When I was a boy, about 5 years old, just before my sister was born, my mother had taken me to see a play that my father was in. The play was called A Raisin in the Sun. And it was playing at this old theater called Henry Street Theater. I remember we had arrived about 10 minutes late, and the employee that inspected our tickets asked if we wouldn't mind sitting in the mezzanine. He said sitting in our front row reserved seats might interrupt the performance. You know, thinking back, Mother was probably actually partial to sitting in the mezzanine, especially while watching her husband. My father played the lead, Walter Lee. And at that time, I didn't know that people could become other people. You see, but I didn't exactly see it that way. Everything my father said, I felt like it was somehow related to me, you know? And there's this one part, I'll never forget it. It was at the end when the white real estate man comes to give the black family money not to move into his neighborhood. You know, and my father began to speak, and no one moved. No one made a sound. They all just listened as if he were some sort of saint. And he began to talk about being plain folk, about pride in being plain folk. And he calls over this boy, it was his son, and he begins to tell him how proud he is of him. See, but I knew he was really talking about me. You know, all my life I thought my dad wanted me to be just like him, to be a black actor, like Danny Glover, or Sidney Poitier, or Morgan Freeman, just like my dad. But I was never black enough. You know, my dad died last year. And it was only then that I only realized how ignorant I was. The lack of credit that I had given my father. My dad was a black actor. But he wanted me to be something more. He wanted me to go one step further. To be an actor. Just an actor. And see, that's what he meant when he said proud.